How are we doing, Panthers?
Welcome back to the Coach's Show. I'm your host,
Julian, here with Coach Wendell. This Friday's game, we took a hard-fought victory as we won 31-7. What are some takeaways from the game?
Well, I think first you got to start with talking about our defense. Our defense did a phenomenal job, and we continue to put them in a bad situation with several turnovers, a bad punt. So the defense was in a bad situation 4 or 5 or 6 times, and they held them out each time without a score, and most of the time with only 3 downs. Never really allowed them to get traction going and made them punt. So the defense played really, really well. Special teams improved. I thought we had some rust from the off week or bye week. We weren't into our natural offensive flow, which was a little bit of a concern. We're working hard to fix that. But overall, good performance by the defense, and offensive line I thought showed some improvement as well.
Yes, sir. Why do you think we beat Birdville by such a large margin?
Well, they couldn't get their offense untracked. They got one big play. We had a defender fit the wrong gap. But other than that, our defense really shut them down. And if you can't move the ball, you don't really have much of a chance. If your defense is on the field the whole time, they're going to get tired. So they eventually wore down. It was 13-7 at halftime, but they were on the defense was on the field for Birdville the whole game, so they got tired. And we ended up scoring a lot of points in the fourth quarter. Should have scored more if we wouldn't have turned the ball over as much. But their inability to get untracked offensively, which is a credit to our defense, is probably why we beat them so bad.
Yes, sir. Who were the players that really shined last Friday?
I thought, one of them is here with us today. Tylor Knighton was our special teams player of the week. I had a blocked field goal, which kind of created some momentum and tempo for us to start the game. And then Drew Coleman had a really good game at linebacker. Tylor Knighton had a really good game at linebacker. And so I thought our linebacker crew played better than probably they have the first 3 games. But really the entire defense, when you shut people out except for one play, you've had a solid night.
Yes, sir. How does winning our first district game of the season set the tone for the rest of the season?
Just psychologically, you don't feel like you're chasing something the whole season. When you start off 1-0, you're ahead of 4 other teams and you're tied with 3 others. So you're not starting the second week of the district behind the 8 ball and feeling like it's a must-win game or anything like that. You're just able to go out there and focus on yourself and focus on what you can control and focus on being positive. And I think it's always important to win that first district ball game. Still got to play the same amount of teams and same teams that everybody else does, but to get the first win is important.
Now let's look at Friday night results of the other teams in our district.
Burleson Centennial played Summit. Summit won by 21 points, 47-26. Richland and Colleyville played in a tight game that was tight for a while anyway. Colleyville Heritage ended up pulling it out with 2 special teams touchdowns, blocked field goal, 45-29. Mansfield Legacy lost to Red Oak, 49-28.
As always, you brought some players with you today. Tell us who's here.
Tylor Knighton is, again, our special teams player of the game, kind of our emotional leader on defense. Really proud of him and the resolve that he has had over and over throughout the course of his years here at MHS. He's a tough kid. He was injured all his junior year. I think he might have gotten to play in 1 game or maybe got hurt in scrimmage. I don't remember, but I know he was out. And he came back and he lifted and worked hard, and he's had a really solid senior year. And very the emotional part and leadership part. He's on our leadership council and plays a big role on our team.
We have Tylor Knighton here with us today. Tylor, what position do you play and how did you get started in football?
I play outside linebacker, and I started playing football about 7th grade. No, 2nd grade, my bad. I started playing football in 2nd grade once my dad started watching football and I started watching with him. And yeah.
What are some of the goals that you have set for yourself and your team?
My goals this year for myself is to be the best linebacker I can be and to be the best leader on the team. And for our team, I just hope we keep up the defense that we're going and our offense doing really good. And I want to win state this year, so that's the plan.
Thanks, Tylor. Coach, this week we play against Colleyville Heritage High School. What should we expect to see in this game?
Well, you'll probably be there a little while longer. They throw the ball an awful lot. They throw it deep, so the clock will probably stop some. So the game could be a long game. They have very good special teams. Their defense is really solid. They're ranked number 5 in the state right now in 5A. So it's a really good football team that's coming in here. We're excited about the challenge, and we've had a good week of preparation and looking forward to competing on Friday night.
What will the team be working on in practice to prepare for this Friday?
Well, obviously from last week's game, we need to protect the ball more. So we're really emphasizing holding on to the ball offensively, not beating ourselves, making mistakes and penalties and that type of stuff. So focusing on ourselves really, but then the challenge is to compete and be ready to play with great fundamentals on Friday night. And I think we've practiced well, so I think we'll be emotionally up. I think the kids are excited about playing at MISD Stadium, and we'll look forward to playing and competing on Friday night.
What's been the theme that you've been pushing this week, and how will y'all play that out on Friday?
Well, good players make big plays in good big games. So getting our best players to perform at a high level on Friday night's been important. The only way that you can do that is to practice well. So we've really had an emphasis on our preparation, and we've talked about that over and over. And I think it's paid off. And then having a great attitude about wanting to compete against a quality opponent.
That wraps up this week's edition of the Coaches Show. Thanks to Coach Wendell and Tylor for being here with us today. This week, we're back at the MISD Multipurpose Stadium playing against the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. So come out and show them that we are the best Panthers in the district. Kickoff is at 7 p.m., and just a reminder that all tickets this season can be bought via debit or credit, so no cash will be accepted. Be sure to fill the stands with pink this Friday for breast cancer awareness. Go to and go Panthers.